and welcome to day number 7. This is your rest and reflect session in this 31-day plan called Building Strength for Life. This is a 31-day plan to enhance health, build strength, and supercharge your confidence. And today, we're going to just take it down a notch. So first off, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit before we head down and do some stretches. And of course, you can fast forward this bit if you want and just get into the nitty gritty and do the stretches. But if you can stay around with me for a minute, then just listen in while I impart a little bit of wisdom to you, hopefully. So it's really important to take a moment to rest. So during a 7-day cycle, a week, and through a 31-day cycle of a month, we need to take little pockets of rest all the way through that so that our body can make the changes that we're asking it to make. So it's no good just working. There will be a point where you can no longer do that and your body is not going to be as responsive or as adaptive as you want it to be. So by taking a little bit of time, doing some active recovery, bringing down the intensity and just taking some time to reflect and to rest, then your body is going to make the changes that you're asking of it. You're also going to avoid burnout or overtraining, which can manifest itself in a number of ways, but feeling super tired, actually being physically ill. We don't want any of that. That is counterintuitive to what we're doing. What we want to be doing is enhancing our health and building our strength and supercharging our confidence. And by overtraining, it's going to give us the complete opposite. So as you're working through this 31-day journey with me, whether you're doing it every single day or whether you're taking off days in between, try and build in some self-care to manage your sleep, to manage your stress, to manage all of the other lifestyle things that you've got going on. So whether that is going to bed 5 minutes earlier, making sure you're drinking plenty of water, nourishing yourself with food that is good for you, all of those little things, self-care is really, really important. Remember, this is a marathon and not a sprint. And if you've invested up until 7 days in this program with me and you're intending to invest the 31 days, then you might as well just keep going. This is who you are now. So developing the way that you are doing things and the way that you are going to be going forth in life from this point on is going to be really, really important. It is an investment in your time and your energy, so let's make it pay out dividends. I've come up with a downloadable printable guide that I've popped into the session description for this video. You have to just click on the link, it will take you to my website and you can download that. It's totally free, you don't need to put any email addresses or anything else in. That is just a resource for you. There are sections on there about gratitude, about what's gone well, and some opportunities to reflect deeper into what you've been doing. And there's also going to be some opportunities for goal setting on that as well. So you can take your time and you can work through that and do the bits that are relevant to you. But really thinking about what's gone well for you. What have you done in this 7 days so far that has gone really, really well? What were you surprised about? All of that kind of stuff. And not getting too hung up on the things that you haven't been able to do, because there's always going to be things that we're not able to do. And actually, they are the focal points for the goals. So whilst we need to note those down as well, let's not get hung up on those. Let's really celebrate ourselves and think about what you've done really, really, really well. Okay, so that's enough chat. Of course, you can leave me a comment, ask me any questions that you want to ask me. And if you find your way onto my website as well, then you've got my email address on there so you can ask away anything you want and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But let's get into a really short little series of stretches and some breathing and some reflections that we can do down onto the mat. Okay, so get yourself into a position that is comfortable for you. I'm in a cross-legged position, but you don't have to be if you don't want to be. But if you can get yourself into a nice seated position, and of course you can do this onto a chair if you want to. And I want you to just really open up the chest and bring the shoulders back nice and straight. A really nice long spine all the way from the top of your head to your tailbone, and just tuck that tailbone under. And then what I want you to do is just roll the shoulders back. Start to ease out all of that tension. So roll the shoulders back as you're sitting up nice and straight. Well done. And you can do this with your eyes open, your eyes closed. Remember, this is just 5 or so minutes just for you, just to rest, just to ease out any of the tension from the last 6 days of workouts that you've done. Good job. And then rolling around the other way. Nice big movements here in the forwards. Roll. But keeping that back nice and straight. Well done. Okay, next up, we're going to turn your head. I want you to look over your shoulder. Hold there for a moment. Back into the center, and then turn the other side. Chin over the shoulder. And then back. Once more on each side. Turn, breathing all the time. Into the center and turn. And then back. Well done. The next thing, we're going to try and jut your chin out. So push your chin forwards and then bring your chin back. Give yourself a double chin. Out. And then in. One more time. Out. So just really stretching through that neck. Well done. Okay. Next exercise we're going to stay in this sort of position. I'm going to put the soles of my feet together, and I'm going to bring my heels close to my bottom, and then I'm going to bring my knees down towards the mat. So down and then up again. So this is a butterfly stretch. So you can see that your legs are like the wings of a butterfly, down and up, down and up. Good. Now I'm just holding on to my feet here. I'm not overly gripping onto my feet. I'm just holding on. You can have your hands back behind you if you want to, but just keep your chest pushed out, back nice and straight, and just whatever's comfortable with your hands up and down, stretching out through the hips. Well done. If you are struggling to get your legs down, or you're struggling with your feet positioning, then just adjust your heels away from your bottom. Just do whatever feels good. Okay, just any kind of stretching or mobility work here is going to be good. So just anything that feels good, and if it doesn't feel good, you just swerve it and move on to the next one. Well done. Okay, we're going to go into our child's pose next, which is one of my favorite stretches for into the shoulder and into the back. So into an all fours position, and then sit back. I like to put my toes together and my heels apart, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Walk the hands forwards and stretch out. Walk those fingertips as far forwards as you can and sit right back into those heels. Breathing all the time. And then walk those fingertips forwards just a little more. And now come out to the side and stretch through your sides. So you're stretching through the longest side. Stretch and hold, and again, just keep breathing. Back to the center. Feel that stretch in the arms. Lengthening the back. And then over to the other side, just walk your hands around. And then finally back into the center. Well done. Okay, onto your back for our last exercise, and then we're just going to do a little bit of breathing and a little mindfulness. So lying onto your back, bring those knees up, feet off the floor, hands down by the sides, and then you're just going to go side to side, little rock, side to side, side to side. And if that feels okay and it feels good, no sort of problem with the twisting here, then what you're going to do is you're going to draw out the arms into a T position, and then you're going to drop the knees down again, and this time feeling that stretch going further up the body. Nice and controlled, as everything that we do is. take a rest. Well done. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to just sit in your preferred position. So you may want to sit with your feet out by the side. You might want to lie down. Whatever it is you want to do at this point, just make yourself really, really comfortable. And then we're just going to do a little bit of breathing. So we're going to do some square breathing, which is my favorite kind of breathing for maintaining a really calm inner self. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in for a breath, breathe out for the same breath, breathe in for a breath, and then out for that same breath. And we're going to go around that square breathing for as long as you'd like to. We're probably going to do it for around about a minute. And in that time, we're going to think about something that you want to manifest, something that you really want to focus on. So it may well be just something really positive, like, I can be my best self. I can do this work. I am strong. So I really want you to think about something really, really positive that you want to manifest, something that you can make a reality, and just breathe it through and just start to really believe it as we go through. Okay, so getting ourselves ready for the first breath. Let's go. So breathing in and then out. In, out, and in, out, in, out, and let that start to become a rhythm. So as you're breathing in and out, in and out, start to sink into the rhythm of your breath. Keep going, keep breathing in through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. In, out, grounding yourself, feeling yourself push yourself into the floor, whether you're lying or sitting. Focus on that posture, push yourself into the floor, feel the connection with the ground. Keep breathing and keep that affirmation going around in your head. Really focus on it. Keep on breathing. And when you're ready, you can stop, you can relax, and we're going to go and have a brilliant day, the rest of your day. Keep your activity at a low level today. You can obviously go for a walk, do whatever it is that you do in your normal kind of day, but keep the effort level low, because tomorrow we've got a metabolic session that is going to be a real sweaty one. So you're going to join me for that tomorrow. So enjoy the calm and the inner peace that today has brought, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.